crawling lazy like a snake off a bridge. Shells in the dirt, boys face down in clay. Gun still warm, but the light slid away. I dropped to my knees in the red-brown mud, fingers digging in slick with my own blood. Could've sworn the ground exhaled through my hand. Low, slow roll like a drum in the sand. Boot track smudge with the lives I took, names I don't write in no holy book. Oh, damn sky felt heavy and mean, like God turned his back on the mess I'd been. I said, hey Lord, you see this hole in my side? Is this the bill for all the times I lied? Devil laughed quiet, sitting down by my knee, said, boy, you fought like me, what you want from here? Then the soul under me started shaking low, like it took my pulse and refused to let go. Yeah, I'm the soil that sang when it drank blood. I'll be pounded in the grit in the mud. I hit that ground, but I didn't die soft. I roared so loud that the earth signed off. Every step they take on this scar-stained floor. Here's my drum roll up from under the wall. I ain't just gone, I'm a ghost in the thunder. I died loud enough for the earth to remember. Moon climbed up like a busted floodlight, crows on the fence line counting night. Somewhere a church bell cracked off time, rang like guilt in a hangman's rhyme. I saw her face in the smoke from my chest. Wild heart woman I love worse than best. She once said, baby, you're too sharp to stay. You cut yourself every time you pray. I roll for money, roll for spite, put good men down just to feel right. Now I'm laying here, coat soaked scarlet, hand in the dirt like a backwards prophet. I grab my cross on a frayed leather string, hold it up weak to the war-torn ring. Say, I ain't asking you to scrub me clean, just write me honest in this busted scene. Oh, I told the ground, if you're taking me in, don't you whisper me off like a forgettable sin. Beat my name out under every heel, let them hear what a dead man feels. In the mud, took the red from my open side, and the whole field hum like it just came alive. War branch choir in the dust and the flood. I fed this earth with the wrong I done, and it turned my last breath into a wartime drum. Every boot that crosses this rust brown floor, here's my heart hit back from under the wall. I ain't no saint, I ain't no savior, brother. So when you march through smoke where the cross has been, and you feel that thump in your bones again, know some outlaw, crooked and tied, bled his song into the dirt and the wire. I ain't at peace, but I ain't hid under. I'm a scar in the ground and a voice in the thunder. High noon's burning, courthouse hums, dust climbs slow. Sun cutting halos off the heads of my foe. Hands bound tight, sweat crawling down my spine. Judge says boy, redemption's hard to find. First stone lands flat, heavy, clean. Skin tears open, but my soul stays mean. Every bruise hums low like a church bell cracked. Every shout in the crowd just echoes back. They scream, you sinner, you devil, you thing. But I feel my ribs starting to ring. I spit red, green, white, taste iron and dust. Say if you're hunting a ghost, then shoot me first. One man flinches, one child hides, and I left. Even God knows how a man devised that earth. Crawls up through my broken skin like thunder learning how to sing again. So go store glass, sky on fire, time crawling past. Her ghost walks by in that motel glow. Same red dress, same you'll never let go. She once said, baby, pain's what you preach. You ain't cursed, just too wild to reach. Sold my peace for a roll of sin, bought a mercy, got guilt within. There's a stone by my boot, still red, still warm. Feels like the world before the storm. I pick it up slow, hold it to my chest. Hear a voice hum soft, maybe pain's just blessed. I raise that stone to the bloodless sky. Say if heaven's got rules, it won't be mine. I ain't asking clean, I ain't begging peace. Just teach me to wear what'll never release. Let these sins fit me like my skin, not to hide, but to stand within. By dawn the sky cracks open wide, rain hits hard, thunder's my guide. I throw that stone that cuts the dark clean, splits the clouds when my face been lean. Lightning rings like a blood-soaked bell. I smile through the smoke, I'm free in hell. So go on, write my name in sin. Tell your kids I won't bow again. Every scar in my skin keeps the rhythm within. You can fire your head like a midnight gun. I'll twist that thunder till a hymn gets spun. You threw your head and I made it sing. Yeah, I made it sing. And the storm sang back with me. Sun hanging low on a chain gang road, sky burning rust and red, gravel jumping under busted boots, sweat stinging in his head. Steel on stone, that drag line moan like a dead clock trying to tick. Guard yells, step in line, boy snaps that whip bone thick. Every link on his ankle got a name he won't repeat. Old sins, bad deals, while love did heat. But he don't speed up, don't bow down, don't beg to be unbound. He just leans into the weight, listens to the sound. That chain starts rattling in a slow, mean swing. Little dust cloud halo around each ring. One con says, man, that drag sounds wrong. God sees you ain't here to write no song. He just smiles sideways, eyes on the dirt, mouth. Lord, you watching me dance in this herd. Then he shifts his step, heel to toe, tight and trim. Makes that I stutter like a low old hymn, 'cause he didn't break his chains. He taught him rhythm, turned that drag in the dust to a drum line throw. Made every wrong bow down when he pulled on him. Yeah, the ground shook low when the metal would sing, like the road itself was crowning him king. He didn't break his chains, he made him kneel when he pulled that ring. Yeah. Midnight finds him at a roadside cross, neon Jesus half burned out. A white chapel with a busted bell, saints peeling from the ground. She's leaning on a rust red truck, smoke in her hair. A wild heart woman with a howl in her stare. Once they burn through counties like a brush fire kiss, whiskey on her breath, blood on his fist. She says, you're still wearing that chain like a dog on a rail. He lifts his boots, steel wrapped tied round the heel. No fail, I could cut that off. She laughs, flicks ash in the wind. By your clean boots, by your brand new skin. He just drops to one knee on the oil stained ground, wraps a chain round his knuckles, pulls it down. Crosslight flickers on his scarred up face. Old sins marching up out the graveyard place. Preacher steps out, Bible in his hand, says, son, you won't release. He grins, I want my devil's train, not a borrowed piece. Looks at her, looks at God, looks back at the street, says, if this weight leaves now, I'll forget what I did with these feet. He tugs the chain once, feels it tighten like a vow, and the night hums low like it understands him now. 'Cause he didn't break his chains, he taught him rhythm, turned every sin into steel to a backbeat drum, made his past line up when the cold wind comes. Yeah, the dirt rolled out and the church floor rang with the iron on his legs, learned the songs he sang, he didn't beg for life. He bent that prison, told his ghost fall in line, or get out of my skin. Every scar on his soul kept the tempo within. He didn't break his chains, he made him kneel. When he pulled that ring, now he walks that night like a slow-crowned king, with a halo made of metal and a drag that sings. No halo clean, no heaven dealing him wins. Just a man in his way, and the rhythm he taught his said the fire took it all, left nothing but bone and wire. Charred out trucks, black glass frames of a town gone tired. I walked that street with my collar up, boots kicking powder gray, smoke still hanging in the trees like it forgot to blow away. My old house just a ribcage now, no roof, no floor, Bible half burned lying by the busted door. I used to bring her whiskey here, wild laugh, red dress, now it's just heat in the air and the smell of my mess. Cut my thumb on a nail, watch the blood drip thin, little dark red rib disappear in the ashen wind. Kneeling down I saw it there, in the ruins quiet, quiet, one soft red eye still blinking in a bed of dust and wire. I heard my own voice say, boy, walk away clean. Then another low draw, inside you ain't built for green. I laughed, hey Lord, if you wanted me pure, you wouldn't have dressed me in gas and made the match so sure. I cupped that ember like a secret sin, pulled it close to my cracked up skin. I am the ash that breathes again, the ghost in the smoke, the burn in the wind. They thought I died when the flames climbed higher, but I burned once, now I breathe fire. Every gust through this dead man's town talks in my voice, shakes the ground. You can drown my name in smoke and wire. I burned once, now I breathe fire. Midnight found me a church lot fence, white paint blister, steeple bent, stained glass falling, saints cracked in two, Mary in the mud, eyes staring through. Preacher stood in the doorway, shirt half black with Sue. Said, son, you like this match, you burn your own foot. I shrugged, yeah, I struck it, yeah, I like the glow, but this whole damn town stacked the wood, you know. Saw her lock it in the ashes by the back pew rail, tiny metal heart, smoke bent, pale. She once said, baby, you're hell in a leather coat, but I still hear God in every word you choke. I wiped that like it like war paint blessed. Preacher whispered you want mercy, say the word. I grinned, I want my sin to sing, not be blurred. Looked up at the beam, still black, still strong. Said if you kept me breathing, then you want this song. I blew on the coal in my shaking hand, watch sparks rise up like a burning choir stand. I am the ash that breathed again, the curse and the prayer in the same rough skin. They left me buried under flame and wire, but I burned once, now I breathe fire. Every wind that howls past this cross tonight carries my laugh through the busted light. You can call it sin, you can call it quiet. I burned once, now I breathe fire. And when the smoke thins out and the sky turns steel, I ain't clean, I ain't fixed, but I'm finally real. If I gotta live as a spark in the mine, then let me walk as the ash that learned to breathe fire. I learned to breathe fire. Oh, you got a knockoff Bible on the nightstand, page half torn. Cheap neon Jesus buzzing through the blinds till morn. Boots by the doorway, dust kicked up in the seams. Gun on the dresser, ghost hiding in the beams. She's standing over that sink, shirt stuck to your ribs. Rust red water running off your fingers, off your wrists. Silver on porcelain blade, laying calm and flat. Steel still humming with the memory where it sat. You wipe that blood off slow, like you're cleaning your own face. Every swipe draws lines in a crime scene grace. Yes, you sound silent, just still, just sin. But every drop from the edge hits the drain like a violin. You mumble, talk to me, Lord, or leave me be. Mirror throws back eyes you don't wanna see. Then you whisper to the knife, half smile, half plea. Hey, still, you done taken more than me. In that motel hush, with the air so thin, you swear you hear that cold blade tremble from within. 'Cause you carry the blade that wept when forgiven. You washed off the blood, but it stayed in your vision. You laid your sin on the steel that night, and the steel shook back like it learned what's right. You ain't clean, but you ain't just a killer to me. You forgave the blade, it cried on your sleeve. You forgave the blade and it cried for you. Finally free. Limping up oh that burned out ridge. Fog sitting low like a ghost on a bridge. You walk that dirt road bladed down your back. Cold flapping slow, sky stuck on gray and black. That church bell busted but the frame still stands. Cross half leaning like it's tired of man. You kneel by cottonwood so you'll damp half red. Same feel where the man went down, where the wild words bled. You dig bare-handed fingers, raw nails torn. Ash in your knuckles from the lives you want. Wind picks up, tastes like whiskey and prayer. Smells like burnt gunpowder caught in the air. You hear a laugh in the tree line, that wild love gone. Hear his last breath tangled up in the dawn. Preacher's voice from last Sunday rings in your head. Boy, you love that power more than the bread. You just mutter to the dirt, yeah, maybe that's true. But I'm done letting this still choose what I do. You lay that that blade in the hole like a body in a cold, cold ass. Flashing one last prayer in your throat. Alright, you say you done your run. You cut too deep in the name of my fun. I ain't erasing what you carved in my skin, but I'm burying you here so I don't start again. Wind hit sudden like the sky took a breath, and that steel rings soft like it's scared to death. Yeah, you carry the blade, that wept when forgiven. You scrubbed off the red, but it lives where you live, and you laid your shame in a shallow grave, and the steel rang out like it wanted to be safe. You ain't pure, but you're standing in the cold day true. You forgave the blade, it broke down on you. Now every step you take past the hill, that tree, you feel less chain, more choice, more let it be. You talk to God like keep your crown. Just steady my hand when the dark comes round. You walk away slow, no quiet, no key, just a wind through the grass like a low rough plea. You ain't healed, you ain't holy, but you ain't who you were to me. You forgave the blade, and in that pale heart light, it cried for you, so you could finally see. Sun hanging low on a busted red line, desert humming like a power line. You're standing out there in a ripped up shirt, back full of road maps carved by her. Blueprints burned in the salt white ground, dust devils dancing all around. Town says he's poison, town says he's sin, but the wild out here still lets him in. Comes running like a rabid hound, sand in its teeth, claws in the ground. Hits his chest hard, grabs at his frame, slows to a crow when it smells his flame. He don't bow, don't blink, just squints at the sky, murmurs, you want me gone, then make me die. Then quite a half to God, after the burn on his hide, y'all build this fire in me, now stand by my side. Wind hits his back, reads every line, feels where the whip and the blade rewrote his spine. They say the wind used to tear these fields apart, but it slowed right down when it met his scars. All that sand and howl, all that rage outside, kneeled like a dog at the wall of his hide. Even the storm learned his name in time, carried it low like a half-prayed rhyme. Even the wind, wild and mean-eyed, bends its head for what survived. Night drips down over rusted fence wire, old cow skull grinning in the last light of fire. He's sitting cross-legged by a one-match flame, whiskey in his fist, whispering names. One was a sheriff with a Bible and a badge, one was a brother that he left in the ash, one was a woman with a wildfire laugh, kissed like sin and prayed like wrath. He ran with thieves, took blood for pay, sold his own soul just to light the way. Now every scar on his back reads loud like minutes of a trial carved in a cloud. He pulls out a cross on a crooked steel chain, and still black from some old train, presses it tight to the welt on his skin, lets the metal taste the ruin he's in. He says, I ain't asking you to wash me clean, just hold this weight where the world can't see. Looks at the sky, spits once in the dirt, devil, you had your dance in my hurt. If I'm still breathing, then somebody lied, or somebody's keeping me standing upright. Wind swings round him, circles twice like it's choosing sides on a roll of dice. They say the wind used to claw this desert bare, but it bows its head when it hits him there. All that rage rage, all that dust, all that blind old pride breaks like a wave on the scars on his hide. Even the storm calls his story by name, carries his sins but won't snuff his flame. Even the wind, wild and mean-eyed, feels a little love for what survives. Between God, the desert, and his hide, even the wind knows what it means to survive. Sun hanging low on a busted red line, desert humming like a power line. He's standing out there in a ripped up shirt, back full of road maps carved by hurt. Blueprints burned in the salt white ground, dust devils dancing all around. Town says he's poison, town says he's sin, but the wild out here still lets him in. Comes running like a rabid hound, sand in its teeth, claws in the ground. Hits his chest hard, grabs at his frame, slows to a crow when it smells his flame. He don't bow, don't blink, just squints at the sky, murmurs, "You want me gone, then make me die." Then quite a half to God, after the burn on his hide, y'all build this fire in me, now stand by my side. Wind hits his back, reads every line, feels where the whip and the blade rewrote his spine. They say the wind used to tear these fields apart, but it slowed right down when it met his scars. All that sand and howl, all that rage outside, kneeled like a dog at the wall of his hide. Even the storm learned his name in time, carried it low like a half-prayed rhyme. Even the wind, wild and mean-eyed, bends its head for what survived. Night drips down over rusted fence wire, old cow skull grinning in the last light of fire. He's sitting cross-legged by a one-match flame, whiskey in his fist, whispering names. One was a sheriff with a Bible and a badge, one was a brother that he left in the ash, one was a woman with a wildfire laugh, kissed like sin and prayed like wrath. He ran with thieves, took blood for pay, sold his own soul just to light the way. Now every scar on his back reads loud like minutes of a trial carved in a cloud. He pulls out a cross on a crooked steel chain, and still black from some old train, presses it tight to the welt on his skin, lets the metal taste the ruin he's in. He says, "I ain't asking you to wash me clean, just hold this weight where the world can't see." Looks at the sky, spits once in the dirt. "Devil, you had your dance in my hurt. If I'm still breathing, then somebody lied, or somebody's keeping me standing upright." Wind swings round him, circles twice, like it's choosing sides on a roll of dice. They say the wind used to claw this desert bare, but it bows its head when it hits him there. All that rage, all that dust, all that blind old pride breaks like a wave on the scars on his hide. Even the storm calls his story by name, carries his sins but won't snuff his flame. Even the wind, wild and mean-eyed, feels a little love for what survives. He ain't holy, he ain't right, he's just still here. A burned down wall in a dead frontier. So when that hot gust howls past the to survive. Sun dropped down behind that rusted sign, purple sky bleeding in a blacktop line. I'm sitting on the hood of a long dead Ford, boot on the bumper, hand on my Lord. Bottom by my heel, gun by my thigh, dirt on my soul, smoke in my eye. Neon at the gas pump flickers, dies. Night crawls in like a snake in disguise. You can feel it watching, heavy on the skin, like the dark got teeth and it wanted in. Every bad deal, every crooked little win came back around like a long-lost twin. I said, all right, now you got something to say. You've been following me around like a dead all day. Devil in my ear, laugh, boy, you're mine. God, stay quiet, let the stars draw the line. I tipped my head back, stared straight at the black, said, if you're gonna take me, don't you sneak attack. I didn't bring light, I just opened my eyes, let the fire, the scars, all the wrong in me rise. There ain't no halo burning over my head, just every bad night I've already bled. And the darkness shook when it looked right at me, backed up slow like it finally could see. I ain't no saint, but I ain't on my knees. I didn't bring light, I made the dark respect me. Later on, I'm standing in a broke down pew, paint peeled off, moon cutting through. One cheap candle on a warped wood rail, wax dripping down like a hung man's tail. I see my hands in that little gold globe. Same ones took money, same ones threw blows. See a sheriff's badge I left in the dust. See your wild eyes when I cracked the trust. I hear my younger self say, we could have turned back. Oh, the beat chuckles, boy, that train left the track. I've worn my corruption like a second skin, prayed with a grin and a bottle of sin. So I pinched that flame out with two scarred fingers. Let the dark rush in, let the memory linger. Whisper, Lord, I ain't here begging for white, just give my spine enough steel for my own night. If I built this shadow, let me walk it alone. No more running from the mess I own. The black in the room pulls back from my face like it knows damn well I ain't leaving this place. I didn't bring light, I just opened my eyes, let the ghost of guilt, all the truth in me rise. There ain't no angel choir singing my name, just the sound of a man standing up to his shame. And the darkness bowed when it couldn't ban me, stood to the side like it had to defend me. I ain't redeemed, but I ain't trying to flee. I didn't bring light, I made the dark respect me. And if you're scared of night, don't follow my tracks, cause I walk with my demons talking at my back. I don't chase dawn, I don't beg to be free, I just stare down the black till the black bows to me. Headlights paint you white against that diner wall, smoke curling off your lip, phone buzzing with missed calls, boot heel on the bumper of a sunburned truck. Every scar on your knuckle spelling out of luck. You walk through more house fires than Sunday prayers, watch halos melt off the saints upstairs. So when that cheap neon sign throws light on your face, it hits cold iron, not some holy place. Little glare in your eyes, all flame, no flinch. Every memory welded there inch by inch. The night leans in, but it won't come near, like it knows damn well what track you in this town. You grin, y'all fight over souls, I just fight over breath. I'm the one that walk myself through every death. Then the streetlight flickers, tries to cut through your skin, but it shakes on the chrome when it can't get in. You've been through too many fires to be scared of flame. Every burn just stamped another line in your name. Light hits your chest like a bullet on steel, bounces right off 'cause you forgot how to kneel. You ain't this saint, you're the heat in their mirrors, the glow in the smoke when the breakdown nears. You don't beg for light or wait for it to clear. You became the fire that light fears. Now it's you and I know why church gone gray. One bare bulb swinging like it lost his faith. Pews cracked open like ribs in a fight. Dust floating slow through the wounded light. There's a Bible on the floor with your bookmark there. Pages warped from whiskey and ash in air. You see yourself in a busted gold frame, eyes full of embers and somebody's name. A voice crawls in from a long gone bed. Baby, you burn every room you tread. You whisper back, yeah, but I stood through the blaze. I took every flame and I made it a blade. You grab that cold steel cross hanging loose on your chest. Press it hard to your heart like you're running a test. Say I ain't asking you to wash me white, just don't blink when I stare down my own night. If I'm built from hell, then I'll pay my own dues. No more praying for a light, I refuse. The bulb above you trembles in its wiring frame. Throws a nervous halo around your name. You've been through too many fires to be scared of flame. Let corruption come, letters in the side of your name. Light hits your heart, but it don't get in. Just dances on the armor of the life you sin. You ain't clean, you ain't soft, but you're standing right here with a chest full of slow out of smoke and fear. You don't pray for glow or chase it when it's near. You became the fire that light fears. So when the dawn drags pale over all you've done, it don't save your soul, it just loose and runs. You don't run from dark, you just hold your ground dear till even the light learns how to feel. Midnight rolling thick as smoke, boots crunch bones where the gravestones broke. Moon hanging crooked on a rusted chain. Air hums low, full of dust and pain. Took my seat on a slab of stone, six strings shining like a ghost backbone. Pluck one note, sky flinch, ground side. Wind turned warm like something alive. Sound bounced off names, carved in ash. Every chord struck live, a match on glass. Graves didn't moan, didn't scream nor cry. They swayed to the rhythm as the night walked by. Heard a whisper, maybe God, maybe me. Said you think they're dead, hell, wait and see. I grin if they're eyes, I'll keep the beat. Ain't no sin that can't dance on its own defeat. Then the strings hum out of the dirt, pulled tight, and the whole damn graveyard came to life that night. I didn't wake the dead, I reminded them to live. reminded him to live. One wore my daddy's face, scar and grin, said, boy, you play like a man of sin. Another looked like her, wild-eyed, unkind, said, you still run from what's left behind. I said, maybe I do, but I sing it loud. Let my penance echo through this crowd. My strings bled rust, my voice bled truth. They dance like saints that lost their youth. The moon leaned low, halos bent, even the devil just smiled content. I said, hey, death, you still on this ground? He laughed, not tonight, so not while you're around. Lightning flash, carved light in my hand. I struck one last chord and I let it stand. The wind held still like it wanted to pray. Then the silence itself started to sway. I didn't wake the dead, I reminded them to live. Turn my sins to songs that the earth forgive. Every spirit I'd wronged found rhythm to breathe. Every grave turned soft underneath my sleeve. Yeah, the night bent down, took a knee to the sound. Even death kept time when the saints came round. I didn't wake the dead, I reminded them to live. Ooh. Now I'm buzzing over busted chrome, cheap motel sign spelling no vacancy wrong. I'm leaning on the hood like I built this road. Sick burn hanging off a mouth gone cold. Headlights sweep across these scars I wear. White light hidden, but there's nothing in there. I walk through houses burning down and nails. Watch churches glow like a holy jail. When you stood in the middle while the world caught flame, a little porch light don't mean a damn thing to your name. I said, hey God, you still chasing me bright. Devil laughed, boy, you outgrew the light. I smirk, y'all can argue about who gets my skin. I'm just here holding all the fires I've been in. Yeah, this flare hits my, tries to cut in deep, bounces off my chest like it hit concrete. I've been through too many fires to be scared of flame. Every spark just writes another line of my name. Light hits my heart like a bullet on steel. Shakes in his boots when it finds I don't kneel. I ain't your saint, I'm the burning your mirror. The glow in the smoke when the sky drops nearer. I didn't come to shine, I begged to be cleared. I became the fire, the light filled. Church with the windows blown, one bare bulb swinging from a wire alone. Floorboards warped from a flood gone bad, pews all cracked like the faith we had. I walked that aisle in my dirt-stained coat, boots kicking dust off the same old nose. Saw my reflection in a busted gold frame. I still carry in every face, every flame. She was there too, in the corner of my head. Wild-eyed woman, I loved half alive, half dead. She once said, baby, you're too hard to hold. You turn every sunrise iron and cold. I grabbed that cross hanging limp on the wall, cold steel pin and no warmth at all. Whispered, I've been through too many fires to be scared of flame. Let corruption carve letters in the side of my name. Light hits my chest, but it don't get in. Just dances on the armor of the life I've sinned. I ain't clean, I ain't soft, but I'm standing right here with a heart forged slow and smoke and fear. I didn't bring light, I quit begging it near. I became the fire that light fears. I get. Now when the dawn crawls over this rough cut skin, it don't save me, it just nods and lets me grin. I ain't chasing halos, I ain't running from years. I just stare down the globe till the light launch fear. Walk down to the river wearing boots and sin. Moon hanging low like a rusted pin. Whiskey breath, 2 bullets in your coat. Talking to ghosts like they still took notes. Cold fog curling off that black water skin. Said, Lord, I'm tired of the noise I'm in. You stepped out slow, boots sank deep. World went quiet like it went to sleep. River grabbed hold like a hand made of glass, pulled you under cold and fast. You thought that was it, just dark and drown, but the water hummed like a gospel song. You heard a voice, not yours, not kind, whispering, boy, you ain't out of time. You laugh, you must be drunk, same as me. Then the current rolled soft like it tried to agree. Every bubble rose like a prayer unplanned. Every pull on your sleeve felt like a steadying hand. You didn't swim, the river carried your fate, sang your name through the black water's grace. You fell like a sinner, rose like a hymn, breathing in mercy where the cold runs thin. Yeah, that river prayed when you fell that night, turned your fear to fire, your dark to light. You didn't swim, the river carried your fate. Morning broke slow on a silver stream, sunlight cracking through a broken dream. You crawled to the bank, mud on your face, heartbeat steady like a war drum's pace. You saw your gun half buried in clay, the river just laughed and took it away. There was a cross carved deep in your palm, from the edge of your chain, from the night's old harm. You stared at the sky, half ashamed, half free, said, hell, maybe that water believed in me. Behind you the wind said nothing at all, just bow to the ripples where the night had called. You said, if you're up there, don't waste your time. I ain't begging heaven, I just crossed my line. Then the current behind gave one last sigh, like the river itself said, boy, don't lie. Your breath met the air like a long lost friend, and the water went still like it understood the end. You didn't swim, the river carried your fate, turned your blood into something it could save. You fell as a curse, came out of prayer with the night still clinging to your hair. Yeah, that river prayed when you fell that night, turned your guilt to thunder, your breath to light. You didn't swim, the river carried your fate. swear you hear a low hum under the thunder near. Ain't no preacher could bless that place, but the water still remembers your face. You didn't swim, you just let go, and the river learned your soul. River carried your fate. He walked down to the river with his boots unstrapped, bottle in his fist, shirt burned, mind cracked. Moon lay thin on the black water skin, bridge lights humming like a low violin. He run enough guns, left enough men cold, cards up his sleeve, hearts he never told. Smoke on his breath, rust on his name, whole damn county whispering the same. He climbed that rail, eyes fixed on the floor, said this is as far as a lost dog goes. Wind held his breath, whirlwind still, then he slipped off the edge like he bent his will. Coated his chest like a god, he dodged every lie he lived, came back full on. Some folks say they heard him cuss that night. Lord, if you're real, then turn left into right. But under the noise of his fear and hate, the river itself started talking about fate. He didn't swim, the river carried his fate, sang his name through the dark like a drowned man's grace. Every bubble that rose was a prayer he'd never pray. Every pull of that current kept his demons at bay. He went down like a stone, came up like a hymn, breathing hard mercy where the banks grow dim. No choir, no preacher, just the water and his way. The river carried his fate. Sun bled slow through the fog and pine, mist on the surface like a drawn out sign. They found him on the bank, knees sunk in the clay, mud on his face, eyes wide half gray. Gun lay glinting at the bottom by the stone. River took that too, claimed it as its own. He stared at his hands like they weren't quiet, his veins still drumming to a song that ain't his biz. He coughed a water laugh, low half choked, like a man who heard the punchline to a cruel old joke. Someone swears they heard him tell the stream, I don't believe in God, but you still pull me from the deep. He stood up slow, boots squelching in the sand, river whispering secrets round his ankles and hands. Said world's still rotten, and so am I, but I guess I ain't done, cause I didn't quite die. Water went quiet, laid flat like glass, like it'd seen a small miracle and let it pass. He didn't swim, the river carried his fate, turned his blood and whiskey into something it could save. Every bubble that rose from the dark that night was a song for a sinner who don't trust light. He fell like a curse, walked out like a scar, still rough, still ruined, but he'd come this far. No halo above him, just a current in his way. He didn't swim, the river carried his fate. Now when the rain hits that river in that town, you can hear a low hum rolling still singing just the truth he can't shake. He never once believed, but the water learned his fate. Crooked over busted red hill, smoke crawling slow through the ghosted drills. He was just one more shape in a yard gone black, rifle by his hand, shirt glued to his back, boots half buried in the blood-wet clay, eyes on the sky like it owed him a say. He'd rode for money, rode for spite, put good men down in the name of right. When the last shot cracked, he dropped to his knees, fingers clawed deep in the dirt like roots on a tree. The ground grabbed hold like it waited years, drank his red shame, drank his fears. He whispered, hey God, you counting this too? Every lie I sold, every man I blew through. Devil draw low, boy, we're both keeping score. When just hits like no more, no more. Then the soil under him started humming real low, like a deep drum roll in the bones below. He was the soil that sang when it drank blood, heartbeat pounding through the dirt and the mud. Didn't die quiet, didn't fade like an ember. It died loud enough for the earth to remember. Now every dude walks that scarred up plain, here's a low dark rhythm in the rust brown grain. Ain't no soft ghost, ain't no pretty surrender. He died loud enough for the earth to remember. Later that night when the guns went numb, lanterns shook in a medic's thumb. Boys limped through smoke, faces burned and gray, stepping careful where the dead men lay. One young kid froze when the dirt kicked back, felt a thump through his heel like a distant attack. He said, you hear that, Sarge? Something under my soul. Old man spat, that's the ground learning names it stole. Cross in his pocket, flask on his hip. He felt that pulse in every trip, every step they took over where he fell. Beat like a drum from the floor of hell, not a haunted wail, not a coward's moan, just a wartime rhythm carved into stone. Old man looked up, growled, Lord, you see this mess? You let boys die loud so the dirt won't rest. Somewhere deep under in that blood-soaked seam came a voice like gravel in a fever dream. I ain't asking heaven to ride me clean, just stomp my name in this busted scene. And the soil shook once like it hurt his vow, past that beat through every heel right now. He was soil that sang when it drank blood, turned his last breath into a battlefield. Didn't die gentle, didn't slip into slumber. He died loud enough for the earth to remember. Now every soldier marching across that ground feels a dead man's heart in the low rough sound. And it ain't a cry, it's a grim back thunder. He died loud enough for the earth to remember. And when the flags go up and the speeches fade, there's still a drum in the dirt where his body laid. You can call it sin, you can call it surrender, but the ground still beats, 'cause it swore to remember.